Hi everyone, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Saket, and in this video we are going to look at what is happening to the markets, and we are also going to see what we can expect from the markets tomorrow as well as what happened to our trade today. So today markets was extremely volatile, and it has become extremely hard to trade intraday because the short straddle for Nifty is pricing in close to 100 plus 100, which is around 200 points. But Nifty is moving close to 250 points every 2 hours. Like it falls 250 points, bounces back 250 points, again falls 150 points. As though like 100 or 150 points is nothing for Nifty. In such a situation, the short straddles are just pricing in close to 200 points, which is extremely less. So it becomes very hard to do positional trade or even intraday trade when the market is so volatile. So if you look at the top losers as well as gainers, it is mainly from the metal sector as well as pharma sector which have actually gained today. And when we look at the top losers, as expected, it is both IT as well as the banking sector which are in the top losers. And moreover, when HDFC and Kotak falls, we know obviously that FIIs are selling. So unlike yesterday both DIIs as well as FIIs sold. So unlike yesterday, today DIIs would have most probably bought. We still don't know the number because the figures aren't out. Because otherwise we don't have, if DIIs haven't bought, then it is pretty hard for us to see a V-shaped recovery like how we saw today. So yesterday there was a continuous sell-off, that is because both DIIs and FIIs were net sellers. Today when Nifty came towards 17,000, DIIs maybe would have bought some stocks which would have led the markets higher. So right now markets are consolidating around 17,200, and 17,000 on the lower side as well as 17,500 on the higher side is going to act as a very strong support as well as resistance for Nifty. And coming to Bank Nifty has become again very volatile. When Nifty itself is so volatile, Bank Nifty you don't even have to ask. So it's moving 500 points as though it's nothing every 1-2 hours. So now coming to Bank Nifty, so for this particular expiry, I am expecting a broader range of 37,000 to 39,000, and short straddles right now are pricing in close to 600 points, 600 to 650 points. And one more key event what we have coming up is the RBI policy. Since the market is so volatile, hopefully after the RBI policy, the market stabilizes or at least trends in one direction. So we are okay with markets trending in one direction, not having a big V-shaped move. So in this situation, trading stock options have become pretty tricky. So we have also started trading crypto options like I told. We are trading on Delta Exchange. So the advantage of trading crypto options is that you have daily expiry. Every day at 5 o'clock, there will be an expiry, and you also have leverage up to 10-20x, which you can use, and short far out of money options. So let's see if we will be able to make some money there also today. So with that, we will be quickly moving on to the trade video, and we'll also see what to expect from the market tomorrow. So we won't be doing a lot of analysis because we have the RBI policy. So any analysis we do now might not hold good, because post the policy, the market will behave on its own. So that's the reason we'll keep the analysis part short, as well as we'll be discussing what exactly happened to our trade. We'll also be showing the recording. Now we'll be quickly moving on, and if you're liking the content on this channel, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, as well as subscribe to Optionables. Thank you so much for joining. So right now we are going to look at what exactly happened to our trades today. And today we ended with a profit of close to 1,86,000, including positional as well as intraday. So to explain what are the exact trades which we took and how we managed the positions in such a V-shaped move, I'll be using charts and I'll be showing it to you what exactly happened. So the thing is, we had also recorded the video, but there has been some technical glitch with the video. As you can see that we have a 5-hour recording. So 5-hour 27-minute recording. But after 11 o'clock, my battery actually runs out of power. And I connect my battery, but post that nothing has actually got recorded. So I really don't know why. So entire 5 hours, this is the only screen which has been recorded. And I don't know after which, what was the technical glitch. And that's the reason I'll try to show this to you on the charts. So as I open the charts, let me just open it on the browser here. So this is the chart of Nifty, and we mainly traded in Nifty today. So Bank Nifty, we just went 500 quantity because we were expecting the market to be little volatile, but it was pretty much volatile, more than what we expected. So our main trades were taken in Nifty. So what we did in the morning around 9:30 is we started with a 17,250 short straddle. So we were actually expecting the market to find support at 17,200 and find resistance at 17,300, and even Bank Nifty was consolidating around 38,000. So this was the morning trade which we took, 17,250 short straddle. And we had placed a stop loss of 50% for both the legs, both C and PE. We had placed a 50% stop loss. So what happened is post 10 o'clock. So post 10 o'clock, our stop loss actually got triggered. So as the market started falling, somewhere around 17,170 is when our stop loss actually got triggered on the PE leg. So because as the market was coming down, the PE started expanding. So the stop loss got triggered and we went to a loss of 50K. So now I had two options. We were around this point and I had two options. So at this point I expected there was a lot of weakness in the market. So I was expecting the market to slide down towards 17,100. And I also had a contingency plan in case what if the market reverses and starts bouncing back. So the moment we hit a loss of 200K or 2 lakh, we just book everything. So there is no need to hold this position anymore. You can just come out of the entire position. So I just let the calls run, and luckily for me, there was an amazing decay of calls which happened because the market was completely crashing down, and the calls which we shorted somewhere around 120 fell all the way close to 45 rupees. So it was a very nice decay in the call leg, and this more or less helped us recover all our losses, and it put us back to a profit of close to 70K. So that means more or less we have recovered all the losses and we are at a positive of 70K. And I was expecting market to find support around 17,100. So what I did is as we hit 17,100, I squared off 2,000 quantity of the options which we had. So totally we had 4,000 quantity. I squared off 2,000 because one, we were already in profits, and the second one being the market had already fallen quite a lot and I was expecting a support near 17,100. So after this, what happened was the market came further down. We went to a profit of close to 1.2 lakh, and from here I was expecting some kind of a bounce back because 17,000 is a very strong support for the market, and I didn't obviously expect it to be broken. But the issue was I never expected such a big bounce back. I expected that the markets can bounce towards 17,100 or 17,150 and again come down. So to my surprise, the market bounced back so aggressively that from 1.2 lakh of profit, so we have already booked close to 2,000 quantity. So remaining quantity was back to 120 rupees with this huge bounce. And at this point, from positive 1.2 lakh profit, we went all the way to negative 1.1 lakh loss. That was because there was a huge bounce in the market, and this leg from 45 shot up to 120, 125. Luckily for us, we had booked half of our quantity. So in case if we had held on to complete quantity, then our loss would have quite easily exceeded 3.5 lakh. But obviously the moment we hit 2 lakh, we would be exiting it. So that's a different story. But if we had held on to the entire quantity, quite easily we would have hit a overall M2M of 3.5 to 4 lakh negative. So now after this comes the important point where I was expecting, so the moment we hit 2 lakh negative, I'm just going to exit everything. Otherwise, I'm going to hold on to the trade. So at this point, luckily for me, so I was not really expecting anything from the market, and luckily for me, the market came down. So as the market further came down right over here, I came to no profit, no loss. So I almost recovered all my losses and I came down to 0. And this is the time I decided, when the market again bounced, that the market might consolidate around 17,200. So I was not expecting a lot of move from here, because if you actually looked at the open interest, there was a huge short straddle which was being created somewhere around 17,200 right over here. So that's the reason I expected the markets not to fall much and consolidate around 17,200. So this time my view actually went right. So the market did ended up consolidating around 17,200, and again I had gone 4k quantity short. So 4,000 quantity short in 17,200 calls and 4k quantity short in 17,200 puts. And meanwhile, one more important thing which I forgot to tell is, the moment we came to 0, I just exited all my positions. So we no longer had this 2k quantity of 17,250. I just gave everything and I now have absolutely 0 positions. And later I entered the 17,000 CE as well as PE. So luckily for me, entire last 2 hours the market consolidates between 17,150 to 17,220, and from 0 we shot up all the way to 1.8 lakh. So as the market started shooting up, there was some huge decay, and at this time we decided to book everything, and we totally booked a profit of 1.8 lakh. So that is how we traded today. So here there are some good things and there are some bad things which we have to make a note of. One is, the good thing what I would like to say is that while the market actually came down, I was smart enough to take out some profits. So that actually saved me quite a lot when the market actually bounced back up. And one more thing what we can improve, or what we could have improved, is as the market started bouncing, we could have shorted some additional put option on the downside. Maybe something like 17,000 put option or 17,100 put option on the downside. So just for us to get some extra cushion. So that time we wouldn't have actually dipped to 1.1 lakh loss at all. So this is something which we can actually try to improve. And now coming to one more good thing, what we did is, as the market fell and came down to 0, so again we booked everything. So once we booked everything, so we had a fresh mind and it was easier to take the trades now. And towards the end, as the market started moving up and when we got good profits, again we decided to book everything, which was again a very good call. So from every trade, we have certain lessons to learn, and the good lesson today is that how we actually let our profits go to loss. So from positive 1 lakh to negative 1 lakh. So in case if we had done some tweaks at that point, we could have actually been in much better position. So nonetheless, we were able to book around 1.8 lakh, which is a pretty good thing. So now we will be talking about what we can expect from the markets tomorrow. So there is RBI policy on 10th, and broadly speaking, I am expecting the market to trade in the range of 17,000 to 17,500. So this is a broader range of what I am expecting the market to trade, but I am still very bearish on the market. So ideally, my range would be 17,000 to 17,500 for this week, with my view being bearish. So I am more bearish on the market than bullish, and you can see the PCR ratio also, even this is suggesting some kind of bearishness. So now when we look at the Bank Nifty weekly OI as well as chart, so here I am expecting the markets to actually take a huge range of 37,000 to 39,000. So there are a lot of short straddles at 38,000, and short straddles are right now pricing in a move of close to 600 points. So yesterday it was close to 800 points and today it has already become 600 points. So my broader range for Bank Nifty would be 37,000 to 39,000. So 37,500 will definitely act as a very strong support, and this is also a crucial level. So even in case this is broken, we can expect a move towards 37,000, and hopefully the market will find support at 37,000 in the worst case. And on the upside, 39,000 we have very huge OI, and 39,000 will definitely act as a very strong resistance as well. So this is what I'm expecting for Bank Nifty as a range. But again, since we have the RBI policy, it is pretty hard for us to tell what might be the range, because if something comes as a surprise, then the markets will take its own course. So that is the trade what we took today and what we are expecting from the market for this particular expiry. And one more thing is, since we couldn't actually see the video recording today, I'll also be attaching today's order book. So the only issue with reading the order book directly is that you will have both adjustments of the positional trade as well as intraday trades mixed together. So anyways, I'll just attach that as well, so we'll be getting a good idea of how exactly the trades went. With this, we also come to the end of this video, and if you are liking the content on this channel, please do hit the like button, share this video as well as subscribe to Optionables. Thank you so much for joining, guys.